Sean Salisbury here. Let's get one final wrap up of this Super Bowl and some things that stuck out that we can kind of look forward to. Both teams are going to suffer unrestricted free agency and restricted free agency. You know, roster changes are going to be made. That's just the way it is. Win a Super Bowl, there's still going to be changes made. Some of you Steeler fans are not going to have some of the guys you want on the team. They're going to be going elsewhere, and the same with Arizona. And the biggest one of all the free agents is obviously what's Kurt Warner going to do. Will he stay in Arizona? But talking about this Super Bowl, I think it was a well-played game. There were some penalties called. Man, what a great game. What a very, obviously a highly viewed Super Bowl. And I thought that it was an excellent game and game plan, well coached. You know, the quarterback, the big-time stars played well in this game. But let's go back to it now. Are there receivers in this league, looking at Santonio Holmes' performance, is now going to elevate him to elite status in this league because he's a good player with tremendous talent, but he paid that off with great plays in the Super Bowl, and he bounced back after a drop that he should have had to make a great catch. Was it the greatest catch in Super Bowl history? No. But was it one of the great throws, if not the best throw I've seen by Ben Roethlisberger? Yes. But here, when you look at Santonio Holmes, his performance, every time there's somebody who steps up and does something that, oh my gosh, look what he did. And Santonio Holmes was that guy. But I think Pittsburgh can be better next year. And I think that when you look at what they've got on their roster, if they improve the offensive line, the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, they got Cincinnati and Cleveland in their division. I'm not making fun of those teams, but it isn't exactly like they're devastating, beat you up type of teams. I mean, they better have good off seasons, but Pittsburgh got a pretty good path. But in this Super Bowl, the things that stuck out to me, Hines Ward's toughness coming out and playing, Ben Roethlisberger. You know, we talk about the Hall of Fame. It's premature because he's only played 5 years, but man, 2 Super Bowls, and there's no reason why he can't win more. Both teams need to upgrade their running game. Wasn't great in the Super Bowl. And Rashard Mendenhall, you know, coming back, who was their #1 pick for Pittsburgh with Willie Parker on the roster. I mean, they've got a chance to get dominant again in the run game through the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Holmes' performance. There were some missed tackles by Troy Polamalu, which is not normal for him, but there was also some great plays. James Harrison, you know, paid off and validated why he was the defensive most valuable player in the regular season with a great run in the Super Bowl. A couple of careless penalties almost caught Pittsburgh, but the Steelers, without a spectacular offense, and they may have got spectacular now with Santonio Holmes elevating his play, but they're not a spectacular offense, knows how to win. And I believe they're America's team now. I believe that the Patriots, the Cowboys, and the Steelers all qualify for what we call America's team. The Cowboys are still called America's team because that's the label they were given, and somehow the media still beats it up and calls them that. They're not. I'm a big Jerry Jones fan, but there's people on the outside that aren't Jerry Jones fans. Bill Belichick, I think, is the best coach in football. Yet there are people out there who don't like Belichick, and that's why New England's not the supposed America's team, because too many people don't like Bill. That's why the Steelers are now. Blue collar, hard working. People can relate to what they do. You've got one of the great owners and greatest gentleman families and great people in the Rooney family running this organization. They do things the right way. You know, it's a spectacular organization, and they are America's team right now. Now, people in Dallas aren't going to tell you that, and I live in Dallas. But, you know, I'm talking about how you judge America's team is with people from cities that aren't involved with that team, or that's not their team and their home team. That's how you judge it. I think the Steelers are that team, and they earn that now with their 6th Super Bowl ring. A couple other things that stuck out is Edgerrin James going to stick with him. Are they going to keep him in Arizona? That's a hefty salary with a lot of it some guaranteed money. Larry Fitzgerald, all the heat, all the pressure on him to continue to perform. And how many receivers, guys, do you know out there that would have gone and wilted away after the first quarter where they didn't see the ball, and a third quarter where he didn't get much going on? But in the second and fourth quarters, Fitzgerald rose to the occasion, never quit playing. And that's a sign of a great player, not a good one, a great player. I think he's the best receiver in football. So the thing, it was a great Super Bowl. You know what, you feel for Arizona. Man, they had nothing to be ashamed about. They played great, and they put themselves in position to win, but they couldn't get a stop in the last drive when they needed it. And one costly turnover down in the red zone cost them with the Kurt Warner interception. But loved it. Both these teams will still be around because the quality of their organization, the people running the show, not only as players, but also the head coaches in the front office. You know, they've got good things going on in both organizations, and I thought it was a well-played Super Bowl and a game that I loved watching, and I love the resilience of both teams to hang around and continue to compete. And regardless of somebody getting banged up or getting down, they never quit playing. A lot of character on both football teams. Not a whole lot of self-promotion, me guys on those teams. There's a lot of teams in the NFL that could take a page out of the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers, not only playbook, but character book and the way you're supposed to work. And I love that about both organizations. Congratulations to the Steelers. Some wonderful performances in the game, but character on both organizations makes it tough not to root for both. I'm Sean Salisbury for Open Sports, and one last thing that has nothing to do with the Super Bowl, but a man that I admire and love and think you can put him in the top defensive coordinators in football, Jim Johnson. Last week he was, had reoccurring cancer, and I just want to wish Jim and his family the best of luck, because it doesn't get any better. The players love playing for him, and let's hope he can battle and defeat this cancer. He says he's going to keep on coaching, and he's a tough sucker, is Jim Johnson. And I just wanted to wish him luck because he's one of my favorite people in the league. I'm Sean Salisbury for Open Sports. Let's turn the page on the Super Bowl, start looking at free agency, the draft, what teams need in this NFL, and we'll start to write blogs and tell you what they need, not only in the draft, but free agency and what they got to get better at. All 32 teams got to get better at as we approach the season. But I'm also going to start hitting basketball, and I'll hit some hockey because I love hockey, but some people out there don't. And baseball, spring training, regular season coming up. I love this time of year. I'm Sean Salisbury, and what a great NFL season we had. This season, football's 365 days, folks, so we're not going away. Enjoy your time. I'm Sean Salisbury for Open Sports.
Think you can complete the drive? Play today and get an automatic entry to win daily prizes, 2 tickets to the big game, and a brand new car. Start your drive today at opensports.com.